What up, Fight World? It's your boy Ego, and I'm back with some more boxing. Anthony Joshua still trying to narrow down his search for December 10th opponent. Klitschko was the rumored opponent. Then the negotiations seemed to stretch a bit, and Klitschko wanted the WBA belt to be eligible in their fight. Then it looked like he was looking at Lucas Brown. Then I reported that Klitschko is not fighting for the remainder of the year because he has some kind of injury, they said, to his leg. Now, that's bad news for Klitschko because Klitschko has not been in the ring since he fought Tyson Fury, and that was in November 2015 when the movie Creed came out. The same week, I think, both fight and the movie dropped. So, Klitschko is out. You have Joshua seeking an opponent. There's no definitive word on who he will fight. However, they're saying that list is Eric Molina, Bryan Jennings, or possibly David Price. Now, my personal opinion, David Price is the least fight that I want to see on that list, on that short list, just because David Price, I mean, he got knocked out by Tony Thompson, Erkan Tepper. I understand that he claims that he knocked out Joshua in sparring, but that was some years ago when we seen somebody else who beat Joshua in the amateurs, not necessarily by knockout, and that was Dillian White, and Joshua seemed to have improved because he was able to stop Dillian White, which is something he didn't do with the headgear on in the amateurs, and he lost that fight. So it looks like we're seeing an improved AJ. So to me, David Price is the least concerning fight just because he hasn't really done anything. I mean, he has size, but a lot of people question his chin, things like that, and we know Joshua punches. But the Eric Molina and the Bryan Jennings fight, I'm okay with both of those. Bryan Jennings, these Philly dudes be tough, and I know Bryan Jennings personally. He sung happy birthday on my channel before and stuff like that.
Give him a little birthday shout out.
You rolling? Yeah, though, man. I wanted to just say happy birthday to a very special person, Boxingego. Happy birthday, man. Happy birthday.
I appreciate you, bro.
But these Philly dudes are tough. You look at like the Gabe Rosado. I mean, no matter if he won or lost, he still stepped in with the Charlo brother, Gennady Golovkin. He was willing to fight Canelo. He fought Willie Monroe. He fought David Lemieux. He fought Peter Quillen. He fought J. Leon. You know what I'm saying? You look at Bryan Jennings, Artur Spilka, Mike Perez before Povetkin knocked him out. He fought against Luis King Kong Ortiz. Nobody really wants to fight him. Klitschko, Wladimir Klitschko. So even though he didn't win all those fights, he still stepped in with him. And now he's up for a fight with Anthony Joshua. He told Sky Sports in an exclusive interview that he's down to fight Joshua. So that'll be a good look for him. He stays in shape, vegan. He's always kind of gunning and ready to go. Not much on the amateur background side, but I mean, he went the distance with Klitschko. And even though he was hurt badly in the round one with Luis King Kong Ortiz, I thought he looked very good in round two and bounced back. And then he made Luis Ortiz work a bit and have to get on his toes and put it together, and he hung around. And it's not like when he got stopped by King Kong Ortiz, he got stopped, but he didn't get stopped like that Argentine fighter that King Kong stopped for the interim belt. You know what I'm saying? He got stopped, he was hurt, but he wasn't just like stretched, you know what I'm saying, like Amir Khan versus Canelo. So I think the Bryan Jennings would probably be the best name on Joshua's resume. I think that Eric Molina is a solid fight. Eric Molina can punch, and he's working with Deontay Wilder right now. He spars with Deontay Wilder. He gave Wilder a run for his money when they fought as professionals, and he buckled Wilder. Wilder got clapped up in one of those rounds, and his legs buckled badly. So clearly Molina can hit. And then after that, him and Wilder became cool or whatever, and they sparred together. So that's good work. That's good top-level work. And even when Eric Molina, see, some of you guys don't know your boxing, got to go back, dig through the crates. When he fought Chris Arreola, when he was more in his prime, Chris Arreola stopped Eric Molina. However, he almost stopped or hurt or knocked down Chris Arreola. You have to go back and watch that fight. Molina was game, and that's actually what set it up. I think maybe it was kind of like a Pacquiao versus Marquez Ford type of scenario where he got his man hurt and he got a little bit too overzealous and over aggressive, and then he ended up getting stopped as a result. You know what I mean? Trying to treat Chris Arreola like a pushover. So I'm good with either of those fights. Again, you guys have to keep in mind, some people are like, oh, why Molina, why Jennings, you know what I'm saying? But you can't do that because it was supposed to be Klitschko, and for all intents and purposes, it doesn't look like the Anthony Joshua, Eddie Hearn side Matchroom didn't want to make the Klitschko fight. So, you know, you can't really blame him because he has to get an understudy or a filler fight. I'm realistic when it comes to this boxing reporting, and it's a similar situation to Wilder Povetkin with the Meldonian scandal. Like, it's not Wilder's fault that Povetkin didn't fail or that he didn't pass a drug test. That has nothing to do with him. So if he fought Chris Arreola as a result, that's a chain reaction. So with this chain reaction, I didn't see anything in the negotiations where I felt that Anthony Joshua just really didn't want to fight. Eddie Hearn, I mean, he's a promoter, so take it for what it's worth, but he said he offered Klitschko 50-50, and Klitschko put up this extra hurdle and roadblock talking about the WBA belt. You've been a champion for 10 years almost in a row. You know what I mean? 10 consecutive years, and now all of a sudden the WBA belt is so important, but you just lost that belt to Tyson Fury, and Joshua's still a champion. He was the IBF champion, so regardless of whatever the WBA was dragging their feet, Klitschko still would have fought a champion for the potential belt, and he would get recognition because Joshua has knocked out every person that's in his way. So Klitschko, to me, didn't want the fight yet for whatever reason. So you can't blame Joshua for trying to stay busy and fight somebody as a result. And then another thing is a lot of guys are tied up. A lot of you guys you're not realistic. Wilder, he's out with the hand injury. He's still training, but he's training one-handed. So that can't happen December 10th. You look at King Kong Ortiz, he's fighting a month before. So I doubt he's available. Plus they're both with Matchroom now. So why would Eddie Hearn, so to speak, want to lose one of his fighters and have one of his fighters take a loss when they're both undefeated, when he can build them up more and build up to that type of fight, right? And then you look at the heavyweight division, Tyson Fury, he was on coke and now he's going through rehab. Klitschko's out. You know what I mean? There's not that many great names that are free, willing, and able to fight Anthony Joshua right away. So I don't mind Molina or Bryan Jennings. Let me know what you guys think. Drop it in the comment section, share the video, like the video as always. Hate, comment, and subscribe. Till next video is Ego signing off. So if you enjoyed this video and want more content like this on the channel, you can show your appreciation by going to the PayPal donate button or the YouTube support button. And you can donate any amount that you feel is equivalent to the value of this video. Much more to come. Thank you guys for your support. Boxingego, the future of boxing.